my god, y'all. New scenery. This is my backyard. Um, here goes nothing. So, welcome back to Curated Chaos. I don't have my microphone charged. Typical me. So, we are outside in my backyard, just grounding in nature because we're going off script today. It's so funny that I have a whole layout and topics to talk about. As y'all know me, my true form and fashion, right? Just everything that I want to get into and just debrief. But as I've been experiencing life right now, these topics are just like popping up out of nowhere. And I just have to talk about it with my tribe. So let's really get into getting to know somebody before you get invested. It's crazy because I think us as women, we fall in love immediately, and then depending on how you maneuver as a man, we add or subtract like our like or our love for you, right? And it's just so crazy because men, it's like they like you, they know what they want, but they still kind of move a certain way. A lot of men do this year thing. Like they have to date you for a year or wait a year just to see how you are in all seasons, whatever. I personally hate the year thing. Never understood it. Because I just feel like me, like as a girl dating, it's like, if you want me and I want you, let's make this simple, right? Like, let's get together, let's figure it out. And, we just mold and grow and learn each other as time goes on. And then we just keep choosing us. Simple, right? Men, absolutely not. Nowhere near simple. In their minds, it's we have to put you through a series of tests in order to know if you're down for me and if you're not down for me and blah 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 and the year and like I can understand if like during this year it's just you and I building. But if it's like you're including other people in the equation, then how are we really building in this year? You're letting outside energy affect you. That's my experience, my point of view. I digress. A lot of people don't like to date exclusively. I personally don't like dating around. I've tried it. I hate it. Don't recommend. I'm realizing the older I get, like I just don't have any more talking stages. I don't have any more dating stages in me. Like I just want to find my husband and make it work. Build my family and settle down. Like I'm done. Why am I still playing this game, right? So, needless all to say, as y'all know, I was dating somebody, and in the beginning, it was like, y'all know the game, the cat and mouse, in and out, whatever. So now we're to a point of I'm finding out more things about this person as time goes on. So we're like 4 months in now, and I'm shocked. I'm shooken. It's like I just found out things about you that I didn't know in the beginning. I feel like us as women, we let people in. So what you see is what you get. Up front, I'm telling you everything that you need to know, showing you everything that you need to know. I have nothing to hide. But I realize with men, it's like layers, right? It's like, okay, you peel this layer off, you think everything is good. Oh, psych, there's another layer. You peel another layer back, you think everything is cool. Okay, nope, that is just like it's always something fucking else, right? So, with that being said, it's just like, how do you really know a person? Do you ever actually know a person? It's like I thought I knew you, but now I'm being exposed to different sides and different truths of you, and I just don't know. I don't know. Like, how many more layers do we have to peel back? It's shocking to me. And now it's like I'm trying. Like now I'm kind of understanding why men prefer to wait a year, and not to say that like I now want to wait a year and I resonate with men and I understand them wholeheartedly because I still fucking don't. Trust me, I don't. But I'm now understanding why this year is so important because a person can really change on you. You start to discover more things about a person that they aren't self-aware about, that they think they are, and they neglect to share. And I don't know, like, I'm baffled. Like, do you ever really know a person? Because it's just like, I'm now bringing this topic up to my friends and I'm getting to know them and I'm baffled by the things that I'm hearing. So I'm just like, like, I know in life it's constant education and you're always learning, but to think that you know somebody and then you don't, it's crazy to me. But I guess that's just the way of the world, and we'll just park it there because, y'all, I can literally sit here in my confusion all day about this topic. But self-awareness is key. Life coaching has, I mean, I can say I've always been self-aware, but I've never been one to know how it affects other people, right? Sometimes other people in the past would tell me how it affects them, and then I would just be like, oh, you're being sensitive, like, grow the fuck up. But I'm now learning that, every action has a reaction, and certain things that I do or say affects people a different way than it affects me, right? So that's something that I've experienced this weekend. My mind works a certain way, and something that I would think is common sense may not be common to someone else, and we got into a whole argument. But then to hear my family back up this person was insane, because I'm just like, where's your logic here? But when it's 50 against 1, I'm like, okay, am I the only am I the oddball? Am I the only forward thinker? Like, what's happening, right? But I think a lot of people aren't self-aware. Life coaching has really been helping me step into this path of like, no, you're self-aware, because I've learned that in therapy. Like, you're very self-aware. However, we need to now take your self-awareness and build it into your relationships. Like, you're having problems with friendships, relationships, and business and everything. So, like, we have to figure out you as a person, how you operate, your triggers, everything, and translate it into ways to make you function. That shit is mind-boggling. But so far, it's been working. It's a great investment. It's something that, like, I highly recommend everyone experience in their life. I just think, it's good to have therapy. It's good to have friends that you can count on. But sometimes when you have to isolate all voices, it's good to have just like a professional telling you, well, not even telling you, because my life coach was like, listen, you're not coming here for answers. You're literally going to do the work. And it's funny because I was at work and I had like a whole revelation that, like, I am a great manifester. Things come to me. I attract, I don't chase. And in doing that, yes, I've worked hard, but I've never really had to like put the actual nitty gritty groundwork in to get something, right? So I think that's why my approach is very laid back and nonchalant. And now that I'm constantly hearing like, you gotta put in the work, you gotta put in the work, you gotta put in the work, it's just like, I thought I was doing that, but I've been half-assing, I guess. I've just been like manifesting, waiting for it to come. And when it comes, it comes. And if it doesn't come, I'm like, oh, well, it's just not meant for me. But now it's really time to put the pedal to the metal and get shit done. Like, there's no other way. I just have to do it. Like, just do it. No more planning, no more preparation. Just do it, right? Execute. I've realized I don't think I have a problem executing. I think I have a nigga problem. I be so focused on niggas, and they are the center of my universe, wrap up my world. Everything stops, and then it's just like I'm in my feelings and nothing's getting done. And before you know it, I'm thinking about shit too much, overthinking about shit too much, and my feelings way too much. And like a year or two goes by and nothing gets done. It's just like, whoa, what's happening here? So I told myself this year, like, if this situation doesn't work out, I'm not dating. I'm not having sex. I'm going to be honest. I'm giving up a lot because I have to put me first. I realize that I need to really, wow, my pool was making so much noise. Now you hear the difference. I realized that I really have to prioritize me, all things me. And I'm saying it and saying it and saying it. But as I'm being reconnected to source and I'm getting my downloads again, y'all, I'm so happy. Like, we are back in 2022. We are where we need to be. At that highest peak of like just being connected to God, my ancestors, my spirit guides. Like, we are here. I am hearing the voices and the downloads, the tingly feeling. It feels beautiful. But I say all this to say, like, I've realized I have to put God first. I have to put God first in everything that I do. I have to then put myself second, right? My personal affairs, my business affairs. And then third will be love. I will let that fall into place. But I realize I have to refocus and change my hierarchy. I feel like I naturally am the person, if I love you and I fuck with you and you're my man, I put you first. And that's it. Nothing else matters. I neglect myself just to make sure you're straight. But I've realized from the bird's eye view that a lot of men aren't doing this, right? They like you, they care about you, yeah, but they're willing to let you go because they're focused on their priorities, their goals, and their things. I'm not necessarily saying that's the case for everybody, because there's some men who are willing to change, but it comes with the person. Everything comes with the person, right? When I talk, it's very general. It's not specific because everyone's so different. Every experience is going to be so different. This is just what I'm experiencing in this season, so this is what I can talk to with my person. I'm also learning that we as human beings need energy to feed off. I remember dating a guy, y'all know the guy. If y'all follow me, then y'all know the episodes where we talked about loving from a distance and my enemy. But I always looked at him as like an energy vampire, right? Because it was just like he feeds off such high energy, and when the energy gets low, he's bored and there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing for him to do. But as I'm dating, I realize that's probably why I'm not happy in my first situation, is because that energy's low. You know, he's known to give me what I need, not what I want. And it's hard. It's hard hearing. I mean, like, it's weird because it's good in the sense of, like, of course you want your needs met, but as a human in the flesh, in this carnal life, we want our wants met as well. So it's like I'm getting my needs, yes, but I'm not getting my wants. So it's like a thing of, like, for example, you live at home with your family. Your needs are being met. You have a house over your head. You have a bed to sleep in. You have food in your stomach. But I want to be in New York City. I want to be in a place where there's a nightlife. But it's just like what you want right now isn't really aligning with what's going on in your life. And that's what's happening. But anyways, because I think it's just basic needs being met, I'm not ungrateful, because I'm very grateful, and I love to show gratitude for all the things that I am receiving, because I know that I am blessed. But, you know, that ego side of me is just like, there's not enough energy here for me to feed off of. So I'm bored. I'm idle. I'm looking elsewhere for love because it doesn't excite me, right? But then it's like, I'm also dating someone else who's very exciting. And with that has come, as you guys have seen, the ups, the downs, the drama, the battles, the story for days, the feelings. Like it, and then it's just kind of like, but my wants are I don't even know if my wants are kind of being met, but it's exciting, right? There's energy there. So I guess in that point of view, that's being met, but my needs are not being met. Because now it's like, I need this, I need that, I want you to provide, I need. So it's just kind of like, where's the balance? Like, what do you choose? I mean, I've realized now that there's no rush to make decisions, that I have to take life as it comes and really enjoy things, but also talk to God for the utmost clarity. I realize I need to pray more, I need to meditate more, and I need to show more gratitude. And that's what I am working on. Right now, I'm in this era of just being devoted to Christ. And I feel like once I can put God first, I know everything else will fall in line as it's supposed to be. I think a lot of times it's like we see the red flags, and instead of asking God, the universe, source, ancestors, higher powers for clarity, we talk amongst our peers who don't really see things your way. It's not on their life journey, so they don't understand it, and they just give you their perspective. But sometimes their perspective is not the perspective that you need. You need your own. You need to hear your own voice. So it comes with eliminating the outside noise and really just isolating the voice that you're hearing. And when that was happening to me last night, it just felt so good to feel like I'm back home. Like, it kind of felt like, wow, I can trust my intuition again and know that I am absolutely positively right. And then ending this lovely episode on a strong note of proof. So I just have to briefly talk about it because I was listening to Hines in Hindsight podcast, and he mentioned proof. And then I was listening to Pastor Mike preach, and he mentioned proof. And oftentimes we get scared or discouraged because there's no proof, right? We feel like we can't do anything or some things because it feels unknown. We've never done it before, so we're scared because it's just like, where is the proof? Especially within our lives. Like, yeah, we can hear other people's done it and it may have worked for them, but what works for Peter doesn't work for Paul, right? So, in my particular situation, I've quit my job before and I've betted on myself. I had a 4-year run. I'm gonna be honest. Was it easy? Fuck no. There was tons of ups, tons of downs. In the beginning, life was great. Didn't have to worry about nothing. As I'm running out of money, I'm like, fuck, I gotta start working. I start getting like little gig jobs. That's going. All of a sudden, that slows down. Then it's like, okay, now I'm like, I have to push myself back more into PR. Okay, I'm starting to make money from there. Life is good. Then COVID comes. That slows up. Okay, cool. So then I start Solistic. And, I wasn't doing that good with online. So I'm an in-person person. I'm going back to New York and I'm making money selling Solistic now in person. And then all of a sudden, I have to come back home to Florida because things aren't working out up there. And now I get sick and now I'm not working and nothing's happening. And I'm just like in stillness, right? And I didn't plan, I didn't prepare. It was a 4-year run, but whew, what a journey it was, right? So this time around, it's like I want to leave my job. Like I'm no longer being challenged. I'm no longer hungry. um, I'm comfortable, and right now at this state of my life, I can't afford to be comfortable. Like I have expenses, I have needs, I need to increase my way of living. Also, like I'm in my 30s now, I need to be more intentional. I want to experience life more, and this is too safe for me. I can't do this here, and that's where I'm at with it. I told y'all, and I told myself I'm leaving at that year mark. March 25th makes a year. I got to get the fuck up out of here. So it's a thing of, ideally, I would love to have a backup plan. I would love to have another job lined up. And don't get me wrong, that's still plan A, but I have to go with my gut. And my gut is telling me, even though you wrote on the board, you come back March 10th, you put your 30 days in, are you not going to put your notice in because you don't have a backup plan? Are you going to bet on yourself and put that notice in and let God do his thing, let a miracle happen? So that's where I'm at. Like I really have to sit with myself, and I'm really gonna pray on it, and I'm really gonna fast and do what I need to do to just hear my highest version of myself talk to myself and really know what to do. But guys, I'm really telling y'all, from now I'm leaning on just doing it again. I've done it once, I could do it again, and this time I could do it right because I'm more self-aware and I know what needs to be done, right? I now know that the energy that I'm looking for is not something that I have to feed off of others for. I have to get it from within. Everything comes from within. So, you know what's crazy? As we're talking about this, I'm having a whole revelation about, in the beginning, I opened the episode up with really knowing somebody, but also talking about a lot of people aren't self-aware. So how can someone who isn't self-aware of themselves tell you about them? They don't know. This is a mind fuck. This is a mind fuck. This shit is crazy. I guess I answered my own question then. Well, look at that. It only took about 19 minutes in talking. See, everything comes from within to answer my own question, that I tell you all that I know in this moment. As I grow, there's more things to tell you. With them, I still can't speak for a man's point of view, but I guess they're telling me what they know about themselves, and as they become more self-aware, they peel back another layer. It's all a trust thing. It's all a trauma thing. It's all some type of healing or bonding, or, and then also safe spaces have to be created. I guess they can't be given, but everything comes with experience. So on that note, thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. I will attach the YouTube link because we are on video, second video out. I will attach the YouTube link to this, as well as vice versa for the people who's been watching on YouTube. I will do it correctly. I don't know why I didn't, and attach the podcast links so y'all can listen audibly as well. And I don't have an affirmation today, but I'm just gonna say, like, really trust your intuition. Isolate the background noise. I'm not saying isolate yourself, but isolate your thoughts. And before you ask outside people for advice, really sit with yourself. Sit with yourself, pray on it, talk to yourself about it, and come up with the answer. And if that answer that you come up with finds finds you stillness or wholeness or makes you happy, then that's your answer. You don't need to poll the masses, because again, the masses don't know what you're going through, and a lot of people don't understand your journey. Sometimes they're going to give you advice that literally makes no sense to you, and as much as you try to tell them what you're seeing and what your vision is, they're still not going to understand, because it's not their calling, it's your calling. So focus on your calling. And with that being said, have a great week. I cannot wait to talk to you guys next week.